My name is Eric Inorain. Welcome to your favorite program, Legacy Moments from Salvation International Preparatory Schools here in Benin City. Today we're having a seminar on how to learn to succeed, and we'll be having our ex-students to teach us on how to learn to succeed. Join us.
We are not here to waste anyone's time. We do this every year, from immediate past seniors to the in-house students. It will be a great privilege and a great opportunity for you to learn from your seniors the way and manner, the approaches that they took that helped them in their time of being here learning from the tutors from the school to succeed. And that is why we are here today, learning to succeed. So I want to appreciate God for having with us today our just completed students. They are now ex-students. That is a person of our senior Ifeanyi and other faithful. Clap for them. So we are going straight to it. I believe you are here with your jotter, jot, and then take home something.
My name is Onyama Ifeanyi. I'm an ex-student of this great institution. Today, with respect to the topic of the seminar, that's learning to succeed, I'll be giving you some tips on achieving academic success. So, shall we do that? Please jot down. Number one, focus in class. Now, this is a very important point. Most persons, when you focus in class, they don't listen to you. And they will tell you that because what they are teaching on the board, they will learn it at home. Because one thing you must understand is that what they teach you, what you hear, you assimilate it more than what you read. And that's why most persons fail. Because at the end of the day, when you know how to read that thing, or you hope you know to read it, you don't get it. But who was now in class when they were teaching? That one has got it in an exam, who perform well, even better than you. Because what you hear, I don't have said it before, what you hear, you get it in more than what you read. I know persons, or basically times when I've opened my book to read, I've looked at, like you look at the page for 5 hours, if possible, the whole day. Nothing is entering, and you're like wondering what's going on. But just go to school and just mention that thing. Perhaps just mention, and note, if you go to MC school, you're going to assign the question. It sticks. It's just how it's just natural. So that way they always tell you, in class when your teacher is teaching, whatever you're doing it's useless. Just focus. Your mind should be on the teacher, what he's saying. Nothing else is important. Did you get me? Number two, avoid distraction while reading. Now this is a major problem. I believe almost everybody is facing it. So basically, if you stumble upon them reading, if it just happen upon them reading, you won't even know they are reading. You will guess like 100 things before you now get, okay, this person is reading. Because their posture, their environment, those things you see around them, it doesn't tell that they are reading at all. You can imagine someone who says he's reading. When you look here, you have to see one big bread, you now see Fanta. When you look here, you see Indomie and egg. You now just look here like this. You now see phone, see laptop. And the person have data enough. That person cannot read now. You cannot read. There's nothing you want to read. So when you are reading, be conscious of your environment. Those places that you know that you actually get, the person that noise distracts you. You should be reading near all these places that are very, very noisy. You find a quiet place. If possible, you can even read at night. If you're not a person that can read at night, just find something that is somewhere conducive, an environment that is conducive that you can easily assimilate what you are reading, and try not to get distracted. Because those persons, when I put them in that they're not intelligent or that they can't read, they know how to read. But by the time they want to read now, their friends start calling them. But they want to read, they now look at the bread and the Fanta. They'll not just let me eat one from there, they'll not sleep off. At the end of the day, they don't read anything. So all these little things that you think that they are okay, that actually was stopping you from, some persons rather, from achieving academic success. And if you can do away with something like this, these distractions, you find that you actually go a long way daily study life. Then number 3, always jot down. Now, jotting down is like your own notes from a note. Imagine if an exam is coming and perhaps you are reading, because normally for a student you are meant to have more than one textbook. Now let's say you have a physics exam today and you are to read on physics. You know you're supposed to be going to all the textbooks. You have to go to a new school, all inclusive, just to get points. It's stressful. But imagine if before that day you are studying all these textbooks and you've grabbed the main ideas, you've grabbed the main concepts in your notes. I mean, prior to the exam, just get your notes. Just study the points you have brought, you have listed out. Then you go for your exam and you write. Usually people don't succeed in the exam because they don't jot. So for exam, for test, don't now start going to that textbook tediously, looking. How can I, like, which one is easier to use? But when you jot down, it's just easier for you. And also when you jot down, just like when you hear what the teacher is saying, when you jot down, it also has a way of sticking to your memory, so you don't easily forget it. So when you are reading, endeavor to jot, at least write something down. And also, try and broaden your horizon. Don't stick to only one textbook or only to your notes. Because at times that what your teacher will set, it can be for your notes, but it won't look so clear until you find that actually in your textbook. So always learn to jot down when you are reading. It makes reading easier and it makes studying for your exams easier also. Then number 4, always ask questions. Now this one is very important. I don't know, some persons, I don't know how possible it is. I don't know how. That a teacher can come to the board and spend like 45 minutes downloading information and the person has no question. It's somehow, it's weird. At least someone must have a question. But most persons do not ask a question because they feel like they have the question is silly. Or they feel that they will beat them, or they are made to looking at them in one kind of weird way. But then another time will come out to the exam and they will fail it. What they could have asked in class. So when your teacher is teaching and he's done with teaching, at least you should have a question. In fact, you should have questions. And also, if you are someone who studies on a day-to-day, perhaps your own home study, surely you have a question. So if you have a question that is confusing, that is not all that clear, try and ask. No matter if you feel like you should, at least meet your teacher in person. Okay, uncle, I read something and I don't really get it. How do I go about it? Nobody will beat you. Then, number 5, answer past questions. My just concluded jam now, by the grace of God, I got a high score. If I do read that's my exam, I know how well my past questions helped me. I know how well it helps me. Let past questions be your friend. You should, like, reading without answering questions is like, how do I put it? Like you are getting without testing if what you are getting is entering. So whenever you read, also use questions, also answer questions. And for those of you in test 3 who your jam is coming up soon, by now you should all have past questions. By now you should all have past questions. I know how it helps me, and you can't do without it basically. You can't succeed. You can't get a high score without the past question. You can't even pass the past question because that's what has already been given before. So it makes learning easier also, and it tests how well you've learned. My final point here is also the most important point. Always pray when you are studying. There are some people that they don't pray when they study. You pray to have understanding when you are studying. After studying, you pray that what you have gotten does not evaporate. But there are persons when they read, if you sit them down and ask them like what they've just read, they will give it to you, they will give everything to you. Meet them the next 2 minutes, they'll be looking at you. Also, there are persons that they can pick a book and read this book from back to back, or just spend a day on one page and nothing is entering. Nothing is entering. I think our school official, for example, told us the story of a boy in this school, who the boy has the same case that many of us here have. When we open our books when he opens his book to read, nothing is entering. Like he's putting in effort, he's putting like effort, but nothing is entering. until the point I started to pray, and then there was a shift. So basically, if these are your issues or challenges, still pray. And minus the area of remembering what you studied. Personally, I know that this my jam that I just wrote, it was like, let's say a month of the jam that I intensified, made my studying more intense. I began to go even more broad in my reading. And I could still assimilate a lot. Ordinarily, I don't think I can do that. Ordinarily. But when you pray, God help me that what I'm reading I will get it. He will help you. He will help you. The important thing is to pray. Pray when you study. Pray when you have an exam. Always pray. Pray before you read, after you read. Pray for understanding, for assimilation. Just make sure you always pray. Then, like he said, don't waste your time. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. So if you fail at the end of the term, it's your fault. Because someone who at the same time achieved success and you were just there looking. So don't blame anybody. We all have the same time. Nobody has 26 hours in a day. It's all 24. So how easy depends on how you end up at the end of the day. Like the director is always saying, the person who gets better at the end of the term, the person who will succeed or excel in JAM or WAEC, he begins it the first day of the term. You get what I'm saying? If this is first term now, who will get better at taking first today? Because he has begun to read. So if you take better at the end of the term, don't think it's magic. No, he used his time well. So don't waste your time. And the way of your association, mingle with those who will bring you success. Your network determines your net worth. Am I correct? If those you mingle with are those who will bring you failure, then you'll be a failure. But if those you mingle with are those who are sensible, they are wise, they have sense, their net worth will be really, really big. So basically, if you want to have a bright future and excel, these are things that you should consider and you should not be lacking in. Thank you.
For those who may know me, for those who do not know me, my name is Faithful Emmanuel Ermansele Obo, and I'm an ex-student of this prestigious Institute of Learning. The very first thing a student should acknowledge is God and prayer. That's my first point. Now, when you commit yourself, when you commit your works to the hands of God, you are simply saying you have no power on your own. That means from the onset to the ending, you are solely depending on God. It's like when a farmer wants to begin the cultivation process. He doesn't just go to the farm and then there are some things he would have done before going to the farm, which is getting his implements ready and getting the seed to be planted ready. Now that's how it is for committing your works and committing yourself to God. One of the mistakes most students make at times is when it's already too late. That's when they will not realize, SS3, your jam is April 29th, right? It's 2 days to the exams. That's when you see some, you are mighty. That's when they will know that God indeed is mighty. That's when they will know, they will pray like never before. It is very real, it is very true. 2 days to the exam, they will not be themselves. Tolu, are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. Should I bring food? No, I don't want. They will be they will start fasting for that 2 days. This is something you should have set before you started the race.
Thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to join us next week on our next episode. Bye.
Salvation International Preparatory School. Salvation International Preparatory School. A place